Welcome back to another episode. I'm Solon, and today we're going to do a full overview of the current build here in Satisfactory. After that, our goal is to unlock everything we can from the MAM up to our current phase of unlocked items. At the very end of the video, we're going to talk a little about future plans and pushing forward with our ultimate goal of beating this game. Let's get started with home base. This is where I decided to start the build. I really like this place because of the little lake that's right here, the trees, and there was a little lizard doggo running around. So it just felt right, peaceful, nice place to start. In the green biome, this is so far the only place where I've started in Satisfactory, so it just felt comfortable. In this area, we have our first attempt at modular factories. I decided to have two different factories over here, one that makes screws and one that makes plates. I wanted to try a more simple style of factory building, just using one splitter teeing off to different machines, and it honestly isn't the best method. It's not very efficient. But I wanted to try it out, see if it worked, and it works. It's just there's more efficient ways to build. Pioneer 1's angry, so we need to keep going. The screws and the plates come from over here towards the main portion of the factory. They get distributed everywhere from here. On this side, we're making the reinforced plates. The screws and the plates come in here, make reinforced plates, and they get distributed. And we're using this one copper node to make all of the copper items, which is, the current copper items, which is cable, wire, and sheets. I just got them in storage because right now I'm only using them to build stuff. I'm not using them to make items. So I just grab them when I need them. On this side, we're making rotors and the modular frames. We're also making the smart plates. They come all the way from over there. The reinforced plates come all the way from over there. They go in right here to make the modular frames. Then the iron rods are coming over here from this side. I definitely need more machines here. This is not as efficient as it could be. But also that iron rod recipe just is not very good. It makes very little iron rods. We have some concrete being made here. It's also just going into storage. I just grab it when I need it right now. We have a coal coming from up there, and it joins the iron over here, and we're making steel. So this is our steel portion of the factory. We're making the steel beams and the pipes. That's going back to the main factory, and these items are being used to build stuff right here nearby. Got the concrete coming in right there because we're making the encased steel beams, I think it's called. We also have one copper node over here where we did something similar to the main portion of the factory, but a lot more intense. And the goal was to have a smaller footprint. So I really tried hard to use verticality here, and it works, but it's not the most beautiful thing. But it's a test. You keep trying things and seeing if it works out. With the current update on Satisfactory, which I didn't have at this time, I'll definitely be able to update all of this and make it look a lot better, and maybe we will make a lot more efficient copper towers. So if you guys see the video, you can kind of see how I built it and all that stuff. But yeah, we're making the same stuff, the wire, the cable, and the sheets. The wire and the cable flow out this way, The wire joins the pipes here to make stators. Then the stators are joined with the cable to make the automated wiring. I forget all the names of all the items, but you guys will know what they look like. So the steel beams come over here with the stators and they join up on the main portion of the factory. These steel beams and the modular frames join up to make the versatile frameworks. I think that's what those are called. And then we have the stators and the rotors coming in right here to make motors. I had to set them really slow because they were taking up way too many materials, way too many items, and I couldn't keep up with them. And I really needed more steel beams, so I couldn't run out, you know. So I had to slow them down. We're sleeping. We'll let them sleep. Alright, so on this area, these copper sheets are coming from the copper towers. And then we got caterium coming in over here, being processed, turned into wire. And right here we have the copper sheets and the caterium wire being turned into the AI limiters. Just going into storage right now because I don't have what's next for to continue building that out. Right here we have all the caterium being processed. And the raw caterium is being brought in from pretty far away. Way over there past our coal power plant, which is where we are going to go next. As you can see here, the coal power plant is at 100% efficiency. We got our coal coming in from the back over there. There is a summer sloop over there if you guys haven't grabbed that. And this was my first build that I felt really good about, honestly. I had to use the concrete pillars, which I don't love, but I still think that this build ended up looking really good. I really enjoyed it, how everything lined up. I really like having the pipe come in from the back and go to the front with that little angle on it. I think it looks really clean, and I really enjoyed this build. Our water is coming from a little pond that's over here. That's Bob right there. He doesn't like that I blocked off all the water, so he's climbing over the machines. These water extractors, we got 3 for each level. And the purpose of this contraption right here is it's meant to be like a water tower. And it was supposed to save me on efficiency from having to build too many of those pumps that push the water upwards. If you notice, there's no pumps over there, right? But it didn't work out because I had to use a bunch of pumps to get the water up this high. So I didn't have to put pumps at the power plant, which is nice, but and it ended up using a ton of power to get them here. As you can see, I did like the idea of a water tower because I did it again. The issue is that it just doesn't work so good. It's currently unnecessary for my current builds. So I don't know. I still like the idea of a water tower, but it just doesn't seem very useful right now. Here, I really like this build too. I really like being able to see the machines. I don't like hiding them. At least that's how I currently want to build. I started using the painted beams here, and I love them. They're great. As you can see, I do have like 4 of these machines that aren't working. It's mainly because of the water pipes. I don't have enough water flow to get to them, so I need the Mark II pipe. Then we'll be able to work all of them. This is the launcher. I love the launcher. It is 100% OP. As soon as you can make one, make it. And you do need the jetpack though too. that way you can catch yourself whenever you throw yourself anywhere. But the launcher is amazing. It saves so much time. Now we're gonna go to the blue crater. This view is always really cool, and I like how the fog comes in and out. Currently in the blue crater, I am building, or the items that I'm making are plastic, rubber, and I have a fuel power plant. So the excess materials from the plastic and rubber get turned into fuel right here. And then the excess materials from the fuel power plant make the empty containers for the fuel. So it all works out. It's really nice. This fuel power plant, I really like how it turned out. And I really like this kind of like, I don't know if you watch the video, you'll see how I built everything on top of the mushrooms and the frame underneath the foundations. It looks pretty cool. You should check it out. Let's start unlocking some of this stuff. We unlocked the smokeless powder, and now we're gonna unlock the train stuff.
Milestone reached. Trains are excellent for efficiently moving vast quantities of parts. Train logistics can be made more precise and complex with tools found in the railway signaling milestone. I listen to all my pioneers, often when they're not even aware of it. So due to popular demand, I have added a motivational message. Choo-choo mother.
That is definitely good motivation for me. Alright, so the next thing we need is a hard drive to be able to unlock the next item. So let's go grab a hard drive. What is over here? It's like a cloud of boogers. I'll have to go check that area out later. Alright, let's head back. Now we can unlock compacted coal. We grabbed the materials for the synthetic polymer, the gas mask, toxic cellular modification, the power switch. I haven't used the power switch yet, but I need to figure it out. I think it's going to come in real handy soon. Now, it's time to unlock Sam. These poisonous flowers over here. And there's a spider down here. Let's see if we can get it with these bombs. Die, you eight-legged freak. Nice.
The strange alien matter, colloquially known as SAM, seems to be in its dormant crystalline state, meaning it won't break down your body into its base atomic components on touch. This living matter is extremely versatile and has countless applications. Research it in the MAM to establish locally appropriate classification and application, as well as a secure method of awakening.
Alright, so first thing is a hypertube. That way I don't have to keep setting down a crazy ladder to try and get up and down out of here in case I need to come down here. So just a quick hypertube to be able to go up and down easy. Power it up and we'll be good to go. I used a pretty simple trick to make sure that my lifts were lined up properly. I just set this down, hit H to hold, and then I just made it go all the way up. And then I was able to set my lift floor hole in the perfect position. Yeah, the lift floor hole. So I set it right there, and I know that it's slightly offset from the center, and I know exactly where I need to set this, and it all lines up perfectly. Now I just delete the floor, the foundation. I probably should have left it. It would have made things a little easier. I need to get closer so that I can line up everything properly. If I go straight up right there, I was gonna hit the rocks, so that's why I had to install that offset. We'll do the same trick with the floor hole. Make sure it lines up okay. Doesn't really matter, it's not gonna be that visible down here. And for right now, we'll get it going, and we will put this, for right now we'll just put it in the storage. Good, we got loads of SAM coming in. Now we can unlock this stuff.
Strange alien matter analysis completed. Dormant crystalline SAM can now be found with the resource scanner. In its dormant state, it is safe to handle without special equipment and can be stored indefinitely. Research for enabling the reanimation of dormant SAM is now available.
Fill the rivers with blood and let the effigies defile our temples. The smell will follow.
SAM reanimation recipe unlocked. SAM can now be safely awakened, provided it is contained. Meaning, if not contained in special electromagnetic storage, it tends to start breaking atomic bonds of any matter it has physical contact with, and reconstructing it into easily transportable resources.
Scripture and blood compose harmony. Follow our hallowed temple halls and listen to the echoes of your ripples. Our bones are more beautiful than yours.
SAM fluctuator recipe unlocked. The fluctuator can mimic unique communication through patterns of electric frequencies to instruct reanimated SAM to perform specific tasks or give specific restrictions, such as matter to energy conversion. It can also function as matter memory, reading the exact composition and state of a collection of matter in one location, breaking it down, and near instantly reconstructing it in another location, which has incredible potential for smart storage.
Your threads give soul into fluid to a tapestry, matter, and mind and melody.
Alright, we got the reanimated SAM going. Now we need the SAM fluctuator. So we need to get steel pipes, copper wire, and the reanimated SAM over to this machine, and then we'll have a very basic build to get these SAM fluctuators, or whatever they're called. What do you guys think that alien thing that talks to us is? Is it AI? Is it the planet? Is it a different side of Ada? What is it? You know? And how is it talking to us? If it is the planet, is it kind of like Awa from Avatar, where everything is connected, all the beings are connected, but this is a Awa that can talk to us type of thing? And then they talk about song a lot. So song definitely means a lot more than what we know song to be. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.
Dimensional depot unlocked. SAM can be utilized to deconstruct matter down to its chemical elements in one dimension, and the Mercer sphere allows it to be transferred and stored in another. Once parts are fed into the dimensional depot, they can be accessed by the Pioneer inventory and build gun system at any time, anywhere.
We see through the window. It is pathetic. Consume more blood. The glass will not shatter, the metal will not bend, the wood will not splinter. Weave.
Alright, to me that was like a challenge. Like, you can't beat us. Keep trying. Like, consume more blood. It's like, to me that sounds like the materials of the planet.
Potential for harnessing alien energy completed. Fixit has identified 2 development tracks requiring additional research to integrate Summersloops safely and efficiently into Fixit technology.
The loop organ contains scripture, contains instruments to compose symphonies of root and rotten recycling. Shrines to evolution and revolution.
I see. It seems we truly are building
Alright,
understanding.
I don't want to run out of fuel anymore. So our first dimensional depot is going to be right here with the fuel. That way I will never run out of fuel again. And I'll never fall to my death because my jetpack is out of fuel. It'll be because I used it too much or whatever. I have a few computers in here from the crash sites, which will let us unlock the manual depot. This will be nice. Even if I can't get a dimensional deal everywhere, I'll be able to use it from my inventory.
Manual depot uploader unlocked. Storage dimension and pocket dimension now connected both ways and stable. Parts can now be uploaded to the storage dimension directly from the inventory. Note: the storage dimension now understands the boundaries of the pocket dimension and recognizes the distinction between matter belonging to the Pioneer's inventory and matter belonging to the Pioneer.
The window within a window within the shallows within the deep, curling around itself separately, echoes strangely.
I'm sure strange is the correct term for what this must feel like to you.
Yeah, strange is right. That's only a tiny bit of what this place is. Ouch. You don't want to blow yourself up, that's for sure. Dang. Hitting him with the bomb killed him instead of the bomb itself. Dang, that's a lot of steel beams they wanted. Alright, to unlock the next thing, we need compacted coal. So we're gonna attach this to our coal node that's being used for the steel. So this is sulfur, it's coming from behind the coal area. It's not gonna be permanent, I'm not gonna use it to make compacted coal forever. I just need to make enough to unlock the next stuff, which is the main goal for today. You know, I want to just unlock everything I can and then we're going to move on with our builds. Let's grab some of this compacted coal, and then we will go back to the main base and unlock what's next. Alright, turbo fuel. I'm definitely going to get into turbo fuel. Everyone talks
Turbo
about it
fuel
being
unlocked.
OP.
This upgrade to regular fuel is optimal for fuel-powered generators, jetpacks, and fulfilling long-distance trucker fantasies. Dimensional upload speed increased. Part of the kinetic and thermal energy released during matter conversion has now been repurposed to aid with dimensional shifting, allowing for more parts to be transferred in a short time frame.
Loop the veins, use the flow, make a curve out of a line. Your shallow minds create shallow solutions. Pretty ripples.
Shallow mind? Pretty ripples? I certainly hope that wasn't meant to include me. Dimensional expansion increased to 200%. Refining manipulation of SAM allows us to now deconstruct non-living matter down to its atomic components in one dimension, and store it in basic bound states in another.
We do not resonate with the tribute song. Do not worship at the window. Desecrate our temple gifts. This shallow serenade is sour and salt.
My intention was not to encroach, if that is what upsets you, nor was it to dispose of material I do not waste.
I thought it was really smart of me to make this little splitter here with the rubber and the plastic, but in actuality it's not that smart, because if I use, let's say, 50 rubber, I'm not going to be able to get 50 more rubber back until I use 50 plastic. So for right now, I'm going to use it to just fill myself up with plastic and rubber, but it's not actually a good way to use the dimensional depot. Each one will definitely have to have its own, each item is what I mean, will have to have its own dimensional depot. Well, that's it guys for today. Not the end of the video, but that's all we're going to be building today. That's all we are able to unlock right now. What's next on the agenda, right? What is our next goal? I think the way I'm going to do this is the modular factory style. I want to build a factory that makes the modular engines. As you can see, we need 500 of those, which is a pretty crazy number once you break it down. But that's our next goal, because the whole point is to beat this game. And to do that, we're going to need a lot of these modular engines. So I decided to download Satisfactory Modeler and started messing with it. I might make a short video on how to use it, but this is what I got. This is what I came up with, right? The main point of this next factory is the modular engines. As you can see right now, it's set to 10. The main factor for why it's set to 10 is because of the power usage that it needs. It's a lot. And technically speaking, I don't have that much. But because my entire build isn't running, it's only partially running because I've filled up some of my inventory and the machine stopped, I do have enough. But anyways, we'll get to the point. This is basically what the next build is going to be. And in theory, I should be able to just double the machine's outputs and then I can get 20. But that would mean I would have to use a lot of the power-up deals, the little batteries. I'm blanking on the name right now. But I decided to start with the modular engine and work my way back. I really like all the information it gives you. You go through and you decide what you want to see, and I chose to see these items, the power, the input, and the machines. This way you know how many of everything you're going to need. So in total, I'm going to need 1,095 iron, 160 copper, 180 coal, 225 crude oil. If I find an area with these nodes around like a reasonable distance, then that's all I need. That's the place where I'm going to build. Next, my factory is going to be based on the machines that are down here. So you can see the amount of machines I'm going to need to be able to make everything, and also it'll kind of define how I'm going to make the factory based on the quantity of all the machines that I need. The 39 smelters, the constructors, assemblers, and also I'm going to definitely use blueprints, but with this information I can easily create something. And I'll probably do something where I make the ingots near the nodes, and then the constructors and those will be part of the factory. But the point is that this is going to be a modular engine factory, and yeah, that's basically it. This Satisfactory modeler really breaks it down and makes it easy to be able to make a plan. The more creative aspect is just going to be, how are we going to design it? You know, what are we going to make it look like, or just the shape or the accents. I would really like to make this be a more designed build rather than my current spaghetti that I got going on. So this next build is going to be a lot more intricate, at least that's the plan, and we'll see how it plays out. But that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you guys on the next one. If you liked the video, hit the like button, I'd really appreciate it, and subscribe. Thanks again. See ya.